What makes you the person that you are today? The choices you've made in the past? The experiences you've had growing up? I used to love this park. Basketball was my first love. I never would have thought that this haven for me would become a temporary home. I never thought the gym where I used to play rec ball would become the place where I need to wash myself, brush my teeth, change what little clothes that I had to go out and face the world as if nothing was wrong. I would leave from here, get in my car to go find a place to stay for the evening. A lot of times it was here in the parking lot, where I thought I could be safe and away from people seeing me. It was also where I would plan my next move, when I had a car. After that, I would walk everywhere, take the bus. I used to sleep here and here. The reason I am telling you all of this is not to just relive hard times, but to hopefully inspire you and others to do the things that you love to do. I made some bad choices and had some very bad circumstances, but I never thought that I would stay there. I still had dreams, and some that I didn't even know that I had until today. I needed to go through these things, stay in these places, to be able to offer the things that I can offer people today. It has nothing to do with business or sales. It has everything to do with their stories, their importance. This is why we do what we do. This is a place where your visions and your dreams are someone else's priority. This is New Vision Television.
On today's episode, we speak with homicide advocate, life coach, and victim services practitioner Anissa Perry as she shares her journey working with families in the community that have been affected by violent crime. Enjoy this episode of The Woman I Am Today, the podcast. Welcome to The Woman I Am Today, the podcast. I am your host, Kimberly Guest. And on today's episode, we have Miss Anissa Perry. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Glad to be here. Thank you.
So we know Miss Perry as a homicide advocate, a victim services practitioner, and a life coach. She's assisting families in crises. So Miss Perry, why don't you tell us a little bit about what you do?
Okay. Well, what I do is I work with families of homicide. I raise awareness for more resources and more funding for families because families of homicide is a very underserved population. So we're working with our community leaders to raise, more funding, more resources so the families can, get more services, for what they need in their healing process.
So why don't you tell us the name of your organization?
It's Victims Advocate Support Services.
With that being said, are there any events or retreats that you have?
Yes, actually, I'm excited. We have our first event, retreat coming up in Taylorsville, North Carolina. It is at the mountains. It will be June 7th through the 9th, and the event is free for families. All they have to do is have suffered a loss of a loved one, contact us. And, if we have room, they are more than welcome to come out and enjoy 3 days of getting to know other survivors, finding, grieving, mechanisms, extending the circle of support, just enjoying the weekend and just, enjoying family members and, getting to know one another.
Are there any community organizations contributing to your family events that you're providing?
Right now, it is based on myself. I work 7 days a week and I just, give back. That's what I'm doing for right now. I do believe in what I do. I believe in families. And I just know that, as the word gets out, that, the community will come out and support us as well.
Okay. Have you reached out to any community leaders?
Well, yes, I have actually. I've reached out to different mayors. But, being politicians, they kind of tell you the song and dance that you want to hear. But unfortunately, there's no follow through. If you take care of your community will take care of you. So basically what we're doing is we're just going to take care of our community and we'll all come together and we'll just find resources for ourselves.
So you're offering this for free to your community?
Absolutely, for free. Mm-hmm.
So tell us how you got started with working with families in homicide.
May of 1992, we were home on leave for the military, my husband and myself and my children. And during our time being home, he was murdered. And during that time, there was no resources. There were no funding. There was no go-to person for families like myself. So fast forward to 2019, there are still very few resources. So I decided to come to the community and try to raise awareness so that we will be able to find more funding, more resources to assist families in their process, whether it be grief, retreats, just different avenues where support each other, seeing that the community doesn't have anything, then we can support each other, through, combined efforts.
And tell us exactly people that can benefit from being a part of your retreats or a part of your workshops. Who is it for in the community?
It's for anyone that suffered loss to homicide, family members, mother, brother, sister, cousin, as long as you've suffered a loss and you feel that you do need support, it's for anyone that suffered a loss and they need support.
What are some of the issues that you find common in working with people that have lost loved ones to homicide with just, their grief process? What is it that you see?
The main thing that I see a lot of relationships that are severed because a lot of people don't know how to support families of homicide. So they tend to come out, do the pleasantries, as far as the funeral is, they're around for a little while, but they always wind up, going on with life. Life moves on for them. But for those who have suffered a loss, we're just kind of stuck in a time warp and no one understands that loss except someone else who's suffered that loss. So by us having retreats, having different events, family members are able to support each other and be there for each other long term because a family member to understand that loss, and then you're able to support, someone else who's also suffered a loss.
Looking back at everything that you've experienced with your situation, how has it changed you?
I lost my husband when I was 22, so it left me with 2 small toddler children. So, going through the process alone, I was very angry, I was very lost, and I had no direction, and there was no one to support me. Being that said, me 25 years later, I understand the process now, and I'm able to support family members through their process to where you're a single mother, if you're a sister, whatever your situation is, I'm able to support you now because I've actually done the work and I understand, what the process is now, and I'm still learning. No two people heal the same. So it's always a learning process, dealing with any type of survivor.
How has it affected your children? How have they been coping?
Well, that's the hard part. When you lose a parent at that young of age, it becomes your normal. And that shouldn't be anybody's normal. And, I talk with my boys and I ask them, from time to time, is there anything that you want to know? Is there anything that I should tell you? But they're so used to just having one parent, that's so normal for them. And no one should have to feel that's normal, that a homicide is normal. There's nothing about homicide that's normal. So, being that they were children and tiny when they lost their father, there was no, support for them as kids. So that's something we also want to look into, is supporting children of homicide, having trained advocates that can take time and work with the children also, not just the adults.
Tell us what you would like to see long term for your organization.
Long term, what I would like to see is retreats in several different areas, several times during the year, families to be able just to come out and start healing. It will prevent retaliation. It will, just help assist, others in growing, healing, and just supporting each other. And I just want to see that it becomes bigger and bigger every year, and that we're able to provide support for more families.
How can people get in contact with you to be able to support your organization or volunteer or participate in any of the retreats that you have coming up?
Okay, well, we have a website. It's coming up soon. But in the meantime, you can reach me at lifecoach4you@yahoo.com. That's LIFECOACH, the number 4, the letter U, @yahoo.com. And, I'm really, really quick with, sending replies. So, anyone that's interested in going, or if you've had a family member, or if you'd like to do a referral, just, definitely feel free to reach out to us.
When you think about the woman that you are today, what's the first thing that comes to mind?
I'm very pleased. I'm pleased to be here, because if I wasn't doing this, I wouldn't be here. And I'm just pleased with the process of, just making tiny steps to support my community. We're fighting an uphill battle, but, with different efforts, different partners, we can, do better, day by day. And, I'm just really, really pleased that I'm able to offer a retreat for family members. And, it's also for myself, so I also get to, share my story with family members and, also learn from them.
Awesome. Well, Ms. Perry, I would like to thank you for joining us on The Woman I Am Today, the podcast. And I would like to thank all of our friends and followers for joining us and staying tuned and watching and seeing what we have going on in the community. Ms. Perry has a free retreat, a free homicide retreat for those that are grieving and hurting and wanting to heal through that process. Please reach out to her. I will allow her to give her information one more time.
You can reach me at lifecoach4you@yahoo.com. That's LIFECOACH, the number 4, the letter U, @yahoo.com.
Thank you, guys. See you next time.
Hello, who are you? Do you really know? Well, let me tell you, you are more than your name. You are more than your religion. You're more than your sex. Did you know you are sacred? With a sacred identity. My name is Dr. Alice Noel, and you need this book. I am the author of Sacred Identity. It's a book for every woman Facing Christ's Identity. Or again, for every woman who has never known the answer to the all-important question, who am I? But it is also for the men who dare to love you. Follow my journey as you read this book and experience healing, deliverance, and self-love. You can get your book, Sacred Identity, today on Amazon.com. You can also follow me on my website and social media page. Please walk in your sacred identity.
Hello, it is DG McGee here at Dress for Success, one of our corporate clients, getting ready to go in and do our workshop on managing change and expectation in the workplace, right? A lot of us are transitioning back into the workforce. We have to reacclimate ourselves with the way the industry has changed and how we look for jobs and how we look for opportunities. Sometimes it is difficult for us as women getting back into the workforce, be it family issues, take a leave, to take care of family, whatever it is. We need to make those changes and expect to be relevant, expect that we have a value to add to corporate America. Those are the things that we're about to talk about. Those are the things we're about to address. We're going to get to the nuggets. We're going to laugh and we're going to learn all at the same time. I am excited to be here today to motivate, empower, and inspire these ladies today. If you need coaching, consulting, or training on any level, please reach out and send an email to info@dgmcgee.com. Thank you. It's DG McGee, speaker, coach, and consultant. For our services, please reach out at info@dgmcgee.com. Send us a simple request. We'll be glad to chat with you about your upcoming opportunity so we can come to your corporation. Thank you.
I am the CEO and founder of Lenore Lasser LLC and Sister Pour Into Me. And I want you to pour into that sister. Pour into that sister whatever comes to your mind. I want you to do it at this time. Sister Pour Into Me 2018.
This event was amazing. This was an awesome event. This event was amazing. We had vendors, purses, they had bundles. It's time for y'all to come on out. It was powerful. I enjoyed the event. I enjoyed the speakers, and I can't wait to come for next year. All right. I really enjoyed it, and please come out again. I will be here next year, and next year I'll be right here.
And make sure to come out next year, because we're going to do a lot more pouring. And I know you're ready, because I'm ready to pour into my sisters.
It was amazing.
The event of the year.
Pour Into Me Women's Empowerment event. You missed a treat. Every speaker that graced the stage was phenomenal, impeccable. They literally poured in to the women that attended this event, and we even had some men that came in the building and they were poured into. I'm telling you, do not miss it. I'm Lenore Laster. I am the CEO and founder of Lenore Laster LLC and Sister Pour Into Me. I hope to see you next year. Take care.
Second year, y'all. It's only the second year. And it's going to go up from here. It's going to go up from here.
What makes you the person that you are today? The choices you've made in the past? The experiences you've had growing up? I used to love this park. Basketball was my first love. I never would have thought that this haven for me would become a temporary home. I never thought the gym where I used to play rec ball would become the place where I need to wash myself, brush my teeth, change what little clothes that I had to go out and face the world as if nothing was wrong. I would leave from here, get in my car to go find a place to stay for the evening. A lot of times it was here in the parking lot, where I thought I could be safe and away from people seeing me. It was also where I would plan my next move, when I had a car. After that, I would walk everywhere, take the bus. I used to sleep here and here. The reason I am telling you all of this is not to just relive hard times, but to hopefully inspire you and others to do the things that you love to do. I made some bad choices and had some very bad circumstances, but I never thought that I would stay there. I still had dreams, and some that I didn't even know that I had until today. I needed to go through these things, stay in these places, to be able to offer the things that I can offer people today. It has nothing to do with business or sales. It has everything to do with their stories, their importance. This is why we do what we do. This is a place where your visions and your dreams are someone else's priority. This is New Vision Television.